In a world full of distractions, hardships, and emotional storms, we often find ourselves caught in a whirlwind of feelings, events, and challenges that seem beyond our control. But what if we could act as if nothing bothers us? What if we could rise above the chaos and remain calm, serene, and unshaken by external events? This is the path Stoicism offers, a path of strength, resilience, and mastery over one's mind and reactions. Today, we will explore 20 powerful principles inspired by the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, which will help you build an unshakable foundation for living with peace and clarity amidst life's uncertainties. These principles will serve as your roadmap to inner fortitude, helping you act as if nothing can disturb your tranquility. Each principle discussed here carries timeless wisdom and practical tools you can apply immediately in your daily life. If you embrace them fully, you will find that the storms of life no longer affect you as they once did. Watch until the end, because mastering these principles can transform how you approach every situation, and you will emerge stronger, more composed, and in control of your destiny. Let us begin with the first principle. 1. Be aware of the dangers of fortune. Fortune is something most people desire. We strive for wealth, success, and prosperity, hoping that it will bring us happiness and security. But do we ever stop to ask ourselves, at what cost? Epictetus, one of the great voices of Stoicism, warns us about the hidden dangers that come with fortune. When we acquire wealth, we don't just accumulate material things. We also expose ourselves to a poison that can slowly erode our moral values. How often have we seen people change once they acquire money or status? Friends who once stood by our side may begin to show jealousy. Strangers may appear, pretending to be close to us in hopes of benefiting from our success. Even worse, our own spirit may start to shift, focusing more on preserving what we have rather than remaining true to what we are. The pursuit of wealth can lead to a subtle but powerful transformation. Our priorities change, our sense of purpose becomes muddled, and before we know it, we are no longer the same person. Have you ever felt that wealth or success came with an unexpected burden? Have you noticed how your attention shifted from your personal growth to the fear of losing what you had gained? Stoicism teaches us to be mindful of these dangers. Wealth in itself is not inherently bad, but the attachment to it is. Epictetus reminds us that true wealth is not found in external possessions, but in the contentment of our spirit. By focusing on the things that truly matter, virtue, wisdom, and inner peace, we can prevent ourselves from falling into the traps of fortune. As you reflect on this principle, ask yourself, how attached am I to my possessions and status? Am I willing to let them go if it means preserving my integrity and peace of mind? This is a powerful question that can help you evaluate where your true values lie. The more you align with the core teachings of Stoicism, the more resilient you will become in the face of life's unpredictable fortunes. Remember, material wealth may come and go, but your character and virtues are what define you. This understanding will help you transition smoothly to the next principle, where we explore another critical aspect of Stoicism: fulfilling your duties without attachment to praise. 2. Always fulfill your duty. Imagine a world where every person diligently fulfills their role, not out of desire for recognition, but because it is their moral duty. In such a world, the sun rises each day without seeking applause, and the rain nourishes the earth without waiting for thanks. This is how nature works, and it is how we too should conduct ourselves. Epictetus reminds us that we each have a role to play in society and the world at large. Whether it is in your family, your workplace, or your community, you have a responsibility that extends beyond yourself. But too often, we fall into the trap of seeking validation from others. We want to be praised for our efforts, to be acknowledged for our contributions. Yet, the Stoics teach us that true fulfillment comes from knowing that we have done our part, regardless of whether anyone notices. Duty for duty's sake. This is the essence of Stoic discipline. When you do your work, ask yourself, am I doing this for praise? Or am I doing this because it is the right thing to do? Can I be content with fulfilling my role without expecting anyone to thank me for it? These questions help realign your focus on what matters, your inner commitment to excellence rather than external approval. By internalizing this principle, you will find that the burden of seeking validation falls away. You will become more efficient, more focused, and more resilient in your tasks. The less you care about praise, the more you will care about the quality of your work, and the stronger your character will become. This leads us naturally to the next principle, which builds on this idea of internal mastery, letting go of what you cannot control. 3. Stop worrying about what is out of your control. We all know that feeling, the anxiety that comes from worrying about things we cannot control. Perhaps you are worried about what others think of you, or you fear failure in an upcoming project. Maybe you're concerned about the future of your relationships, your career, or even the state of the world. But what if I told you that worrying about these things is not only unproductive, but also a waste of the most precious resource you have, your time? Epictetus teaches us that we are in control of one thing, and one thing only, our own minds. We cannot control other people's opinions, the outcome of certain events, or even many of the circumstances that befall us. But we can control how we respond to them. Have you ever noticed how much energy is wasted on things that are beyond your reach? Imagine if all that energy was redirected toward things within your control, your actions, your thoughts, your reactions. This is where Stoicism offers a powerful solution. By focusing only on what you can influence, you liberate yourself from the chains of worry and anxiety. Ask yourself, what am I currently worrying about that is out of my control? How would my life change if I let go of this concern and focused on what I can actually do? By asking these questions, you begin to shift your mindset from a place of helplessness to one of empowerment. This principle of letting go will greatly reduce your stress and anxiety. You will become more at peace with uncertainty, knowing that no matter what happens, you are in control of your own mind and actions. As we move on to the next principle, we'll explore how not placing all your hopes in one dream can also increase your resilience in facing life's ups and downs. 4. Do not cling to a single hope. It's natural to dream, to set goals, and to work hard to achieve them. But what happens when all your hopes rest on a single outcome? What if you fail? What if that one dream you have invested everything in collapses? This is the danger of clinging too tightly to a single hope. Stoicism warns us that placing all our eggs in one basket is a recipe for disaster. Epictetus encourages us to pursue multiple dreams and goals. Why? Because failure is an inevitable part of life, and when you diversify your hopes, you are better equipped to handle setbacks. If one dream doesn't come to fruition, you still have others to pursue. This mindset not only reduces the impact of failure, but also opens up more opportunities for growth and success. Consider your own life for a moment. Are there areas where you have put all your hopes into one outcome? How would you handle it if that outcome didn't turn out as planned? By diversifying your goals, you create a safety net for yourself, reducing the emotional devastation that often accompanies failure. This doesn't mean you should scatter your focus, but rather that you should have a broader perspective on success. Stoicism teaches that resilience comes from adaptability, from being able to shift your focus when necessary without losing your sense of purpose. As you internalize this lesson, you will find that you are better prepared for whatever life throws your way. With this principle in mind, we turn our attention to the importance of embracing failure as a necessary step on the path to progress. 5. Prepare to fail. Failure. It's a word that carries so much weight, doesn't it? From a young age, we are conditioned to fear failure, to avoid it at all costs, and to associate it with shame or incompetence. But what if I told you that failure is not the enemy? What if failure is in fact your greatest teacher? Epictetus believes so. In Stoicism, failure is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced. It is through failure that we learn, grow, and ultimately improve. No one achieves success without first encountering setbacks. Failure is the crucible through which we refine our character, our skills, and our understanding. Think about the last time you failed at something. Did you view it as a personal flaw, or did you see it as an opportunity to learn? The difference between these two perspectives is what separates those who stagnate from those who excel. Stoicism teaches that progress is born out of trial and error. If you're not failing, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Ask yourself, how have I handled failure in the past? What lessons did I learn from it? How can I use failure as a stepping stone to greater success in the future? By reframing your view of failure, you transform it from something negative into something profoundly valuable. Failure will no longer hold you back. It will propel you forward. This mindset shift is crucial as we move to the next principle, where we explore the importance of listening more than we speak. 6. Listen twice as much as you speak. Have you ever noticed that we have 2 ears but only 1 mouth? This design is no accident, according to Epictetus. It's a reminder that we should listen twice as much as we speak. Yet, how often do we fall into the trap of speaking more than we listen? We become so enamored with our own voice that we miss out on the wisdom of others. In Stoicism, listening is a vital practice. It allows us to learn, grow, and understand the perspectives of those around us. When we speak too much, we are merely reiterating what we already know. But when we listen, we open ourselves to new ideas, insights, and wisdom that can help us advance in life. Consider your conversations with others. Do you find yourself waiting for your turn to speak rather than truly listening to what the other person is saying? How often do you miss the opportunity to learn because you're too focused on sharing your own thoughts? By cultivating the habit of listening more, you become a better communicator, a better leader, and a wiser person. Stoicism values humility and learning, and listening is the foundation of both. The more you listen, the more you grow. As we move to the next principle, we'll see how surrounding ourselves with the right people can further accelerate our growth and success. 7. Surround yourself with winning people. We've all heard the saying, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." This statement holds deep truth, and it aligns perfectly with the teachings of Epictetus. The people we surround ourselves with have a profound influence on our mindset, our actions, and ultimately, our success. Epictetus urges us to choose our companions wisely. Just as we would avoid someone with a contagious illness, we should avoid people who drain our energy, spread negativity, or hold us back from becoming our best selves. Instead, we should seek out those who inspire us, challenge us, and bring out the best in us. Look at the people in your life. Do they push you to be better, or do they hold you back with their negativity? Are they supportive of your growth, or do they resent your progress? Stoicism teaches that we must align ourselves with individuals who share our values and who elevate our thinking. By doing so, we increase our chances of success and happiness. Surrounding yourself with the right people doesn't just lead to success, it leads to fulfillment. As you internalize this principle, you'll find it easier to let go of toxic relationships and embrace those that nurture your growth. Now that we've explored the importance of positive relationships, let's turn our attention to the power of expecting the worst and how it can free us from anxiety. 8. Expect the worst. Anxiety is a powerful force. It grips us, filling our minds with fears about the future, fear of failure, fear of loss, fear of the unknown. But what if there was a way to reduce or even eliminate this anxiety? Epictetus offers a surprising solution. Expect the worst. This may seem counterintuitive at first, but when you take a closer look, you'll see the wisdom behind it. Stoicism teaches us to anticipate challenges and misfortune as a natural part of life. By expecting the worst, we prepare ourselves mentally and emotionally for any outcome, thereby reducing the impact when things don't go as planned. Imagine how much less stressful life would be if you approached every situation with the mindset that challenges are inevitable. You wouldn't be blindsided by difficulties, and you wouldn't waste energy fearing the unknown. Instead, you would be ready to face whatever comes your way with calm and resilience. Consider this question. What are you currently afraid of? What would happen if you accepted that the worst-case scenario might come to pass? How would that change your outlook? By adopting this mindset, you gain a sense of control over your emotions and reduce the power of fear in your life. 9. Incorporate humility into your life. One of the greatest barriers to learning is the belief that we already know enough. Epictetus warns us of this danger, emphasizing the importance of humility. In Stoicism, humility is not about thinking less of yourself. It's about recognizing that there is always more to learn. When we approach life with a humble mindset, we open ourselves to new ideas, perspectives, and knowledge. We stop clinging to the illusion of certainty and instead embrace the wisdom that comes from admitting our ignorance. Stoicism teaches that true wisdom comes from realizing how little we actually know. Think about the last time you entered a conversation or situation assuming you had all the answers. How did that affect your ability to learn? Now imagine approaching that same situation with the mindset of a student, eager to learn and grow. The difference is profound. By incorporating humility into your life, you become a perpetual learner, always seeking to expand your knowledge and understanding. This mindset not only helps you grow as a person, but also fosters deeper connections with others, as people are more likely to share their insights with someone who is open and humble. 10. Guilt is foolishness. Guilt. It's a feeling we've all experienced. Whether it's guilt over a past mistake, guilt for hurting someone, or guilt for failing to meet our own expectations, it can weigh heavily on our minds. But according to Epictetus, guilt is not just a burden, it's also foolishness. In Stoicism, guilt serves no productive purpose. Blaming yourself for past actions only keeps you stuck in the past, preventing you from moving forward. Instead of wallowing in guilt, Stoicism encourages us to take responsibility for our actions, learn from them, and strive to do better in the future. Consider this. How often have you allowed guilt to paralyze you? How many opportunities for growth have you missed because you were too focused on what you did wrong? By letting go of guilt and embracing responsibility, you free yourself to learn and improve. Guilt is a trap that keeps us from reaching our full potential. But by adopting the Stoic approach, you can break free from its hold and move forward with clarity and purpose. This leads us to our next principle, where we explore the importance of aligning ourselves with those who bring positivity into our lives. 11th, make alliances with those who bring value. Just as we must be mindful of the people we surround ourselves with, we must also be strategic in the alliances we form. In life, we encounter many people, some who drain our energy and others who uplift us. Epictetus advises us to align ourselves with those who inspire us and bring value to our lives. The people we associate with have a profound impact on our mindset, our actions, and our success. By forming alliances with individuals who share our values, support our growth, and push us to be better, we create a network of strength and positivity. Take a moment to reflect on the people in your life. Are there individuals who consistently drain your energy or bring negativity into your space? If so, it may be time to reconsider those relationships. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is not just a strategy for success, it's essential for maintaining your inner peace. As we continue, let's explore how our reactions to life's events shape our destiny. 12th, never forget that your reactions shape your destiny. We cannot always control what happens to us, but we can always control how we react. This is a fundamental tenet of Stoicism. Epictetus teaches that our reactions to events are what define us, not the events themselves. How we choose to respond to adversity is what ultimately shapes our destiny. Think about a time when you faced a difficult situation. Did you react with anger, frustration, or fear? Or did you respond with calmness, clarity, and resilience? The difference in your reaction likely determined the outcome of that situation. Stoicism teaches us that our power lies not in changing the world, but in changing ourselves. By mastering our reactions, we take control of our fate. Ask yourself, how do I typically react to challenges? What would happen if I chose to respond differently? This principle will empower you to take charge of your life, knowing that you are the master of your destiny. As we move forward, we'll examine the importance of fulfilling our duties without expectation of praise. 13. Fulfill your duty without expecting praise. Duty is something we all have. Whether it's a duty to our family, our work, or our community, each of us has responsibilities to fulfill. But in Stoicism, duty is not something we perform for praise or recognition. It is something we do because it is right. Epictetus teaches us to fulfill our duties without the need for validation from others. Like the sun that rises each day without waiting for applause, we must perform our tasks simply because they are our moral obligation. Ask yourself, are you motivated by praise or by a genuine desire to do what is right? Stoicism reminds us that true fulfillment comes from within, not from external validation. By focusing on the quality of our work rather than the recognition it brings, we become more aligned with our purpose and our values. This leads us naturally to our next principle, where we explore the importance of rising above those who hate or criticize us. 14. Do not hate those who hate you. In life, there will always be people who criticize, despise, or even hate us. It's an unfortunate reality, but one that we must face. However, Epictetus teaches us that we must not waste our energy on hatred. Hating those who hate us only gives them power over our emotions. Instead, we should rise above their negativity and ignore it. By doing so, we maintain control over our own thoughts and feelings, refusing to let others dictate how we react. Think about someone who has wronged you or criticized you in the past. How much energy did you waste on anger or resentment? Now imagine if you had simply ignored their negativity and moved forward with your life. How much more peace would you have found? This principle teaches us to be emotionally independent, allowing us to maintain our inner peace even in the face of adversity. 15th, bet on simplicity. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with the message that more is better, more possessions, more luxuries, more success. But Epictetus reminds us that true freedom comes not from acquiring more, but from embracing simplicity. Stoicism teaches us that a simple life is a free life. When we simplify our lives, we reduce the burdens that come with maintaining excess. We free ourselves from the stress of meeting the demands of a complex, materialistic existence. Instead, we focus on what truly matters: our relationships, our character, and our inner peace. Consider your own life. Are there areas where you have accumulated unnecessary possessions, responsibilities, or desires? How would simplifying those areas bring you more peace and clarity? By embracing simplicity, we create space for the things that truly matter, allowing us to live with greater purpose and fulfillment. 16. When you allow others to bother you, you hand over control. How often do we let the words or actions of others dictate our emotions? How many times have you found yourself angry, upset, or frustrated because of something someone said or did? In Stoicism, this is seen as a form of self-sabotage. By allowing others to bother us, we hand over control of our emotions to them. Epictetus teaches us that we are the only ones responsible for our reactions. No one can make you angry unless you allow them to. The moment you let someone else dictate how you feel, you become their emotional prisoner. Ask yourself, how often do I allow others to affect my mood? What would happen if I refused to let their words or actions bother me? By taking back control of your reactions, you reclaim your emotional independence and become the master of your own life. 17. Friendship is above wealth. True wealth is not found in money or possessions. It is found in genuine friendships. Epictetus teaches us that material fortune can come and go, but true friends will always be there to support us, especially when times are tough. Have you ever stopped to consider the value of the friendships in your life? Are you investing in those relationships with the same care and attention you give to your career or financial goals? Stoicism reminds us that friendships are one of life's greatest treasures. They provide us with emotional support, wisdom, and companionship. By focusing on cultivating deep, meaningful friendships, you build a foundation of support that will carry you through life's challenges. 18. Extract the benefit from every situation. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected difficulties, but Stoicism teaches us that within every situation, no matter how difficult, there is always a benefit to be found. Epictetus encourages us to look for the lessons and opportunities in every experience, rather than focusing on the negative. Consider a time when something didn't go as planned. How did you react? Did you see it as a failure? Or did you find a way to learn and grow from the experience? By adopting the Stoic mindset, you can turn even the most difficult situations into opportunities for growth. Ask yourself, how can I extract the benefit from my current challenges? What lessons are available to me that I might not be seeing? By focusing on the positives, you build resilience and fortitude, allowing you to thrive in the face of adversity. 19th, stop worrying about what you can't control. One of the most important lessons of Stoicism is learning to let go of what is out of your control. We often waste so much time and energy worrying about things we cannot influence, other people's opinions, the outcome of certain events, or even the future itself. Epictetus reminds us that our power lies in controlling our thoughts and actions, not the world around us. By letting go of what we cannot control, we free ourselves from unnecessary worry and stress, allowing us to focus on what truly matters. Consider your current concerns. How many of them are within your control? How would your life change if you let go of the things you cannot influence and focused only on what you can? By adopting this principle, you gain a sense of peace and empowerment, knowing that you are in control of your own mind and actions. As we move forward, let's reflect on how these Stoic principles can be applied in your everyday life. 20. Always extract wisdom from life's challenges. In life, challenges are inevitable. But Stoicism teaches us that every challenge carries with it an opportunity for wisdom. Whether it's a difficult situation at work, a strained relationship, or a personal setback, there is always something to be learned. By adopting the Stoic mindset, you begin to see every challenge as a chance to grow, to learn, and to become a better person. Ask yourself, how can I turn my current difficulties into opportunities for growth? What lessons are available to me right now that I might not be seeing? This perspective shift will not only help you navigate life's challenges, but will also strengthen your character and resilience. Thank you for watching and engaging with these 20 Stoic principles. As we've discussed, acting as if nothing bothers you is not about denying reality or suppressing emotions. It's about mastering your reactions, focusing on what you can control, and maintaining inner peace amidst life's storms. If you found value in these principles, I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments. Which principle resonated with you the most? How do you plan to apply Stoicism in your life? I'd love to hear your insights. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. By doing so, you'll join a community of like-minded individuals who are committed to personal growth, resilience, and inner strength. Don't forget to like and share this video with others who could benefit from the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Thank you again for watching, and I wish you all the best on your journey to becoming unshaken and serene, no matter what life throws your way.